There's a universe where you and I are married.
I know.
Do you think we're happy?
We're definitely in divorce court. I'm Haley Griswold.
And I'm Jake Deaton.
And this is The Lost Four. You never told me that. I did not want to record today. Episode 4, and I already don't want to record.
Me too. This morning I was looking at our sick leave policy, our personal day policy. Unfortunately, I haven't accrued any hours yet.
Then you said you wanted to talk about our childhood favorite foods, and I was like, all right,
I'm
I'll
in the
take
car.
any excuse to talk about a cosmic brownie and Little Debbie. Let's get right on into it. If we're talking about favorite foods,
We're talking about milk.
we're talking about milk
For
for
me.
Jake.
I
Not me.
This is actually, I feel like this is one of the things that people tell me is like on my roster of serial killer traits, which I don't understand. Like, I get it. If you're lactose intolerant, you know, I'm sorry. You're missing out. But if you're not lactose intolerant, not only is it like good for your bones, does it give you vitamins and minerals, I love the taste of milk. I actually think if it was the only thing that I could consume for the rest of my life, or like I could like choose one taste or flavor to have for the rest of my life, I would choose milk.
For the people who are only listening and not seeing, yes, he is white. Jeez.
It's just so good. And it's skim milk, so I do the chalky water. But it's just something about it, like a good cold, sometimes I do an ice cube if I'm really feeling it. But like a good cold glass of milk, like sometimes I go for a long run and that's what I want at the end. Did you know it's more hydrating than water?
This is
Google
news to me. Yeah.
I used to like take Pop-Tarts, talk about another staple food of mine, and I would dunk them in milk, but not just like you would dunk an Oreo. I would break off all the crust to where it was just the frosting and like the back of the pastry, and I would sit them in the milk, and you have to leave it for 5 minutes so it
Right.
absorbs, and then you pull it out, and it is like just like a sponge full of milk and the Pop-Tart and the filling. It's so good.
I feel like people have already X'd out. They're no longer listening to this episode. Everyone's disgusted. They've unsubscribed. They've reported us. Ew. To me, the only appropriate occasion to have milk is if you're having cereal. And there are so many cereals. Were you a big cereal eater growing up?
Yes, I love cereal.
Do you?
It's one of my all-time favorite foods. I don't eat it much these days, but like it's definitely, sometimes I just walk through the aisle in the grocery store and look at it longingly.
It is sort of like being in the Louvre. Like you can
It
just
is,
kind of look around.
but
It's
better.
like beautiful.
Yeah.
It's better. Growing up and stuff, I think I just remember the commercials. And I mean, I am a product of capitalism. You get a good jingle going and I'm like, I need that
I need
cereal.
that cereal.
Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Like I had to get that. But it's not in my top 5.
What is your top 5?
My top
Do you
5.
have like a indisputed number 1?
Yes.
What?
Frosted Flakes.
That's a great answer.
What's yours?
Frosted Flakes are definitely also in my top 5, but my number 1 is definitely Fruity Pebbles.
That's my number 4.
Okay. So we have some
I'm a little
crossover.
fruity too.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Controversial for me on this one. That is not in my top 10. I know that it is one of the most beloved cereals of all time, and I know everyone loves the milk, but I feel the same way about Cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Fuck them. Give me the berry. Give me the berry flavors. Like I want the. But I love cinnamon. It's just there's no logic. Like cinnamon rolls, probably top 3 dessert for me.
Did you ever do this really classic one where you take a piece of white bread, toast it up, put as much country crock butter on it as you like, and then you just go into the sugar and just put your hand in it, sprinkle that on the bread, grab the cinnamon, sprinkle
sounds
that.
delicious.
You've never had cinnamon
I've never
sugar
had
toast?
cinnamon sugar
This
toast.
is like a undisputed poor food. It's so good. Wait, did you say your number 2?
I would say number 2 is probably Frosted Flakes.
Okay. Number 3 for me is Cap'n Crunch.
Really?
And I like the yellow bits the best, but I need the berries in there too, just for the
That to
look
me
and
is
the
kind of
color.
like I'll settle for it. Like if it's in the hotel lineup, if I'm like Raisin Bran or Captain Crunch, it's Captain Crunch's time to shine. But
yeah, but
also not in my top 10.
Really?
I would say my 3 is probably honeycombs.
Honeycombs. Ugh.
You don't like honeycombs?
No, I don't. They get so soggy so fast. But
Isn't
I
it
heard your
so
Pop-Tart
funny?
story, so you like soggy
As a
food.
kid, I used to wait for the cereal to get soggy because I wanted it full of milk.
No.
Now I appreciate the crunch.
I need a
but-
crunch. Like Fruity Pebbles, I'm eating that like I'm being timed. I don't want
Like
that.
gun to your head.
I
like,
don't.
Tear coming down your face.
I don't want it to get soggy. No.
My number 4 would probably be. I love corn pops. I know that's like a kind of a controversial pick.
Corn
But
pops?
yeah, corn pop. There's so my mama used to have those. My dad's parents were like the healthy household. Like when we got Pop Tarts over there, they were unfrosted. Have you ever had an unfrosted Pop
I
Tart?
certainly have not.
I remember when we would go over there and I'd be like, unfrosted? Like,
And that's why you don't tell them when you're in town.
but they always had corn pops too. And I did develop a kind of like a Stockholm syndrome for them.
100%.
And so I would say they're probably my number 4.
I have that for my number 5. I have a Stockholm Syndrome cereal.
Let's hear it.
Honey Smacks.
Never even heard of that.
Honey Smacks? Well, first of all, they have the most adorable little mascot, this frog. Do you know him?
No!
He's so cute.
I've never even heard of this. Is this like a store brand
cereal?
cereal?
I mean, I did get it. It's the ones that, like, you know is kind of like, ooh,
The B
whenever
tier.
it's in the bag. You know, the huge bags that you get. Like, this is like...
This is the barefoot wine of cereal.
Yes, exactly. It kind of... They're these little cereals that almost kind of resemble, like, beans. Like, they're little tiny things. I just love it. And I love that mascot. A good mascot makes a cereal
good
for me.
mascot does. Like that.
Wait, well, tell me your number 5, then we'll get into mascots.
This is a hard one for me. Like there are so many I love. I love Fruit Loops. I love Lucky Charms. I love
You
Apple
love
Jacks.
Lucky Charms?
Not really, but I had a system. So I had a babysitter once that taught me how to eat Lucky Charms. You know how to eat Lucky Charms?
Break it down.
You have to eat every little individual piece of shitty cereal.
And then save those
and then
marshmallows.
spoonfuls of marshmallows and milk. Delicious. Definitely elevates it.
The
I would
thi-
say that's the Michelin way to eat Lucky Charms.
You forgot one important step, which is that you have to pour out the entire bag into several bowls so that you can make sure you're actually getting a
the right
substantial
ratio.
amount of
Yeah.
marshmallows, because you can pour a bowl of Lucky Charms and get
Nothing.
2.
Well, I also used to sabotage myself because I would go into the pantry and pick out the marshmallows like from the box of cereal and just snack on them.
Yeah, me
and then
too.
I'd pour it and be like, "Where are the fucking marshmallows?" Because I ate them all.
I did that too.
I think I'm gonna give my number 5 to Cheerios.
Honey Nut?
Plain, but important distinction. My grandma was the person. My other grandma.
You're
the
so
other
tired of
side
me
the
roasting
family.
every single one of your cereals, so you're bringing my grandma
and
into
we
it.
have a special connection. But my other side of the family, the who had the frosted Pop Tarts, was the one who prepared these Cheerios for me. They were not regular Cheerios. In
Okay.
her mind, she was like, "It's healthy. Cheerios. It's good for his heart."
Yeah,
and
it says lowers
it does.
cholesterol.
And so she would pour me a bowl. Then she would take out, the measuring cup that can measure up to 4 cups, like the big clear
Those big
measuring
ones,
cup.
yeah.
Giant scoop of sugar, pour it all over the Cheerios, and I would eat it, and I would rake the sugar off the bottom of the bowl, and only when I had half a spoon of granulated sugar, half a spoon of cereal, would they be sufficiently prepared. And so I literally was eating spoonfuls of sugar.
Like, it hurts your teeth,
Yeah,
but
it's delicious.
it's so good.
It's
Yeah,
so good.
I know.
If I could teleport a meal to me right now, I would go stay at her.
Sugar
I had
milk.
it every time I stayed the night at her house. Sometimes I'd have 2 bowls in a row.
Only 2?
I really don't know if there's anything better
No.
because I'm also getting milk,
Right.
so I'd probably drink a gallon of milk.
And the one way I can ride for milk is with cereal. It's
Do you drink the milk after?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of
so you
course.
can fuck with
Because
milk
it's
a little
not
bit.
milk anymore. Now it's like
Cereal
it's,
juice.
Yeah, it's just delicious. Yeah, and has a color change, like the Fruity Pebbles and stuff. Okay, fuck, marry, kill. Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes.
Fuck. He's great.
The Apple Jacks, apple and cinnamon. You can have both.
Ooh, so they're a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're a pair. And the Trix Rabbit.
Ooh. Well, Tony the Tiger is like the obvious answer for Mary Ann fuck. So,
Well, if you marry
but
him-
listen, no. This is such an important part of my rules of this game. The way that I play this game, and you have to play by my rules because I'm domineering, is if you marry the person, it is a platonic love. You cannot have sex with them. It makes the game so much harder because otherwise it's just like, of course you're going to marry the one that you want to secretly fuck. No. If you marry Tony the Tiger, he is your emotional rock and no other rock. is involved.
Okay.
So it makes it a little harder. I think the Trix Rabbit is so annoying. This is a good one. This is hard.
Yeah, so then you know what to do with him.
Yeah, I'm going to kill a Trix Rabbit. And I
Okay.
think that I'm probably going to have sex with Tony the Tiger. And then I guess I'll marry... The apple is so lame, though. The cinnamon
The
stick is
apple
fun.
and the cinnamon stick are both so... Actually, I don't know. I might kill them too.
Maybe I would have sex with the apple and the cinnamon stick so I could make the apple watch.
Okay.
Put him in the cuck chair.
Okay.
And then I'll marry Tony.
Okay.
All right, let's do Captain Crunch, the Lucky Charms leprechaun, and the Toucan. Toucan Sam. Ooh, no, wait. I'm going to swap one. What were the three I just gave you?
I don't even know.
Okay, Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms leprechaun, and the wolf from Cookie Crisp.
Probably gonna sleep with him. Cookie
Cookie
Crisp. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with him. I'm gonna marry an Irish man.
You're going to kill Captain Crunch?
Yeah, I have to kill
One of
him.
your top 5 favorite cereals?
Yeah, but I'm killing the man. I'm not killing the cereal. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. But my number one fuck would be the Rice Krispie treats, just because they know how to snap, crackle, and pop.
If you enjoy listening to our podcast, please rate us 5 stars wherever you listen. It really helps us out.
We'd also love for you to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and please consider subscribing to our Patreon for bonus content.
We love you. What packaged snack or like cookie or like, you know what I mean? Like a Little Debbie cake, Oreo, like what for that to you is the holy grail?
Okay, let's start with Little Debbie. The strawberry swirl. Do you know the strawberry swirl?
I don't.
Swiss roll. Now make it a tan color. Fill it with cream and strawberry. And the base got that icing thing. It is decadent. I could eat a box right now. That's number 1 on the Little Debbie for me. Number 2 for nostalgia, I probably wouldn't like it now, but I did then. Star Crunch.
I don't even know what that is.
What the hell? What Little Debbie's did you eat? This is also a
Every
Little Debbie.
so often I would get the Little Debbie cake.
But you didn't even do like
the
a zebra
original.
cake?
No.
Pinwheel?
No. But I did other
Swiss
things.
roll?
Like other
Nutty
Are
Buddy?
these all Little Debbie?
Do you know her? Am I introducing you to Debbie right now? Yes, these are all Little Debbie. You've never had any of this?
I mean, I've probably seen it around.
Let me move on to other things because I was a fat ass child. I
Shut
have many
up.
others I could go to. Well, let's talk about the yogurt phenomena of our childhood.
It was like huge.
It was huge because let's begin with Trix. Best.
Tricks are for kids.
Trix made my childhood because they're so good. But then you
The
also
two colors,
had...
did you ever like mix it?
No,
Like,
oh no. Let me get all that pink so I can enjoy the blue. Because anything
the
blue...
blue is the best. Anything blue.
Anything blue that comes in, I'm saving that
The
till the
blue.
very end.
Even for like a
I'm
candy
sorting
flavor,
it,
like
yeah.
a blue Jolly Rancher.
Yes.
Or like a blue Dum Dum. Like those, blue is elite.
Yes. Let's see if we can say it at the same time. What's the most elite blue thing?
Oh my God.
I know it.
This is like really high stakes.
Do you know it?
Is it a candy?
Ish.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to take a guess.
Okay. The best thing that's blue.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Gushers.
Scooby snacks.
Scooby snacks are blue?
The blue Scooby snack is the best one.
I've never had a Scooby snack.
What the fuck? Why are we doing this episode? All you did was eat milk and beans and Cheerio sugar? Ew. I have like a whole list over here of things, and I'm worried you're not going to know what
Scooby
thing.
snacks are blue?
No, they're not blue. They have all kinds of colors like Gushers, but the
Are
blue
they
one
hard?
of them. No. Have you ever had a Welch's fruit snack?
Wait, a gummy. It's a gummy.
The Scooby snacks.
Yes, I've had
the
that.
fruit
Yes,
snacks.
the blue Scooby.
The
I have
blue
had
Scooby
that.
snacks.
But don't they sell like a Scooby snacks cracker? That's what I was thinking, or like a cookie.
Maybe, but
I know what you're talking about. The blue, because it was the Scooby shape.
yes.
Because the others were like other
What a
characters,
relief.
right?
I was seriously like, are we friends? Do we know each other? Like, I was like, I'm going to have to do a haul of things for you to try.
We should do an episode of that.
That
like
would be
trying
fun.
childhood foods.
That would be fun.
I think that would be really fun.
So I'm going to cut all of that because you didn't even know what Scooby
I
snacks
do know
are.
what Scooby snacks are.
But you didn't keep it in your mind. It wasn't special to you. It wasn't important. Do you even care about fruit roll-ups?
Yes. I ride so hard for fruit roll-up.
But do you like the 12-footer or do you
No.
You're talking
No,
about
no,
the
no,
one
no,
on the
no.
plastic.
Yes.
That you can do the tongue
That you
tattoos.
yes.
Yeah.
The wild, what is it? They had the strawberry, which is fine. Strawberry, Get out of here. Like the strawberry gushers, no thank you. I want the multicolored, like the orange. There was an orange fruit roll up. I liked Fruit by the Foot, but it wasn't as good as a fruit roll up in my opinion. And fruit roll ups, even weirdly to me, were more fun to eat. I would like fold them up and like put them in like a tiny dense little square. Like, I mean, fruit roll up's kind of fun to eat too.
I love the sound that a fruit roll up makes coming off that
Have you ever
plastic.
frozen one?
No, I didn't ever do that.
That's some fun. That makes a cool sound.
I don't have patience. I don't have patience to wait for something to freeze, and I don't have patience to wait for something to bake. If it's up to me, I'm just throwing the shit in the microwave.
I'm one of those people that is like, the microwave is going to give me brain cancer.
Oh, I'm that way too. And like, it's an inevitability. I'm just going to have it. Yeah. Going back to the yogurt, then we have the Danimals.
The Go-Gurt.
No. Danimals?
No, I know. I was just listing more.
Oh. I thought you were clarifying
No,
that.
I know
That's what I
Danimals.
was like.
I know my girl Danimal.
Did you enter the sweepstakes to meet Zach and Cody?
Of course.
Me too. But then there was also Yoplait.
Yoplait felt to me like the adult.
That was
yogurt.
adult. That was for
I was
adults.
like, when every so often, did you ever as a kid be like, I'm going to get healthy?
Yes.
Like, I would literally force my mom to go to the grocery store and buy me like $100 of healthy groceries and then throw them all out in 3 days later.
That was pretty much me too. Yeah. When I saw Slim Fast, I was like, Slim?
Fast? I'll take 2.
Literally, and I would just pound those things.
I love lean cuisine. Like, I would get into all of just these like phases of like, it's time to get really healthy.
Please tell me you remember this. I won't say the circumstances of you being at my dorm room. I was on my, what the hell is that diet called? It's like a 30-day, like the whole 30.
Whole 30.
Whole fucking 30. You came over and I was like day 1 into Whole 30 and I had made this like delicious paleo bread thing that had
Delicious.
Let him roll his eyes. Let him make these faces. Because guess what, folks? I had a whole pan when he arrived, and it was empty when he left. We ate the shit out of. We had the whole 30 pieces. We ate that.
We did day 1 through 30 in one meal.
Like in a night. Yes. It was so good, though. So I must have made it wrong. You brought up Gushers earlier. That is one from childhood that I will never, ever quit with.
I love Gushers.
When I get it, like, and they keep making new ones. Like, I'll go to 7-Eleven and I see that they have, like, tropical flavors. And I'm like, gotta try it.
Have you seen the TikTok shop ones?
No.
This is going to sound like an ad, which it's not. But I get ads all the time.
But let's be clear, Gushers.
It could be. It could be.
It could be.
People will, like, take them and put them in a big vat and cover them. Has anyone seen this? They'll cover them with, like, flavors, like sour flavor crystals.
I've seen, like, people's videos on it.
I completely agree. Gushers are, like, if I was going to go eat a candy, what candy has stuck with you? Like, what, if you're going to go eat candy, what are you getting?
Reese's.
Reese's!
Yeah.
I could eat Reese's any day of the week.
Now, that's one I'll wait to freeze.
Me too,
I
baby.
get that fucker cold. That's decadence. And Kit Kat.
I like a Kit Kat.
I like a Kit Kat. I like that
Nothing
wafer.
will ever touch Reese's for me. I mean, it truly is.
Reese's is really good. Because you love peanut butter.
I do. What's your desert island food? Like, assume the food will meet all of your nutritional needs. So, like, don't be like a salad because it'll keep me hearty.
In what world would I have said salad?
But assume in this, it will be healthy, it'll be filling, it'll be nutritious, no matter what it is. But it'll taste just like the real thing.
Pizza.
What type?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese pizza, man.
You're stuck on a desert island the rest of your life, and you don't want a topping?
Is there an ocean?
Yeah.
Make it Hawaiian.
Hawaiian is my favorite flavor of pizza.
Hawaiian is my favorite pizza.
People are sick who don't like Hawaiian pizza.
I don't get it.
I can't believe that it's even a conversation.
Go so well together.
So well. Pineapple? You don't like pineapple?
You don't ham?
What's not to like?
It's so
Cheese?
good. On the topic of pizza, one thing that is pizza adjacent that everybody loved when we were children was pizza rolls.
Tostinos.
Yuck. Why? Ew.
I mean,
Hot Pockets exist. Do a bigger, better.
But do you think that they're that different from a Hot Pocket?
they're that different from a Hot Pocket, dude. The breading on a Hot Pocket has a sort of firm deliciousness. There's a bite into it, a crunch even. Pizza roll is the soggiest thing you could ever eat.
I've never had any of these things, but it's because as a child I didn't like pizza, which that's changed. Which,
Like whenever you had pizza day at school, like that didn't...
No, didn't do it for me.
What?
You know how I am. I'm just like such like if I decide randomly that I don't like something, I'm 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I was like I don't like chocolate, and I was like I'm not fucking eating chocolate. I'm not eating chocolate ice cream.
Don't.
I still don't.
Like Reese's are your exception.
My only exception, and it's
Yeah.
because of the peanut butter. But now as I'm older, if I have a little chocolate, I'm like this isn't bad, but I'm like this is part of my identity, so I'm never relenting. I'm like Squidward in the Krusty Krab, like where he
Right.
tastes the Krabby Patty and
Yeah.
he realizes he secretly loves it, but I'm like I'm 10 toes down on this. I'm standing on business. I've hated chocolate for 30 years, 30 more.
You're not 30. Please
I'm
stop
29.
aging. Okay,
I'm 29.
You're 28 and 51 weeks. Jeez. This is a big one. Goldfish. Now, goldfish, classic. Isn't that part of their slogan? It's
Snack
like
that smiles back.
goldfish. Oh, I thought it said something about classic. Never mind. Goldfish is such a classic, delicious snack. And then when I was in middle school, I don't know if that's when it came out or just when it came to me, they revolutionized it with Goldfish Extreme.
Extreme.
With the cheese, the extra, you can only have 3, and the dust on your fingers is insane. The first time I had it, I was at my friend Jessica's house, and she was they had like an upstairs that was just like for the kids. That's like okay,
That's rich.
yeah, that's rich. And she had it was like an oversized, almost like milk carton.
Yeah, I remember
That were
those. They were
huge
like milk cartons. They opened the same way.
Of the extreme
goldfish.
goldfish. And I tried them, and I was like, what? I was that so Raven. I had a vision. And the vision was so embarrassing, and it was just what ended up happening, which was like,
You ate the whole milk
I would
carton.
eat some, and then I would fold it and close it, and then I kind of go back and open it.
That's
And,
the
like,
most humbling
it's
thing.
so humbling.
All the time, if I have a snack like that in the house, I put, the little clip, like I put the clip back on, and then I'm take the clip off.
Yeah.
and
It's like
get
you're
another
practically putting it
handful.
on just to make sure the clip still works. Did you want to talk about toaster strudel? Because didn't you say that was important to you?
Toaster strudel. She's the mother I never had.
I'm the
Anyone
mother,
would
the
want.
sister, the friend.
She's the friend.
It's not toaster strudel. It's me. I liked the one with the blue sauce, not the white.
The blue icing.
Yes.
Sauce. Sauce. I love the blue sauce on toaster strudel.
I told you I like blue. I like the
I like
blue.
blue too.
Yeah.
But I like the blue icing.
Yeah.
But I like the wild berry flavor. I like the apple flavor. Berries.
Apple,
Give me
yum.
berry. Give me fruit. Give me a healthy one. I like the healthy Pop-Tart. I said blueberry, omega, or what's it called? They have omega 5. But I love toaster strudel. That was one of my mom. She brought us breakfast every morning, and that was one thing that she would bring us. She would bring me. My brother didn't like it, and she would like spread the icing with a knife to where it was all nice and even. And then if my dad would do it, he would just drizzle it on there and be like, "What is this shit? I can't eat this." Like when my mom would go to a conference or something, my dad would maybe bring us breakfast upstairs twice a year, and every time I was like throwing it across the room, be like, "Where is my toaster strudel?" I love you so much,
Jeez.
Dad and Mom. Thank you so much for doing that for me my whole life.
You raised a spoiled brat.
I did learn so much when I came to college. Did you already feel self-sufficient to a degree?
Lord, no. I had an avocado for the first time when I was like 21.
Me too.
I had at that point I was under the impression that guacamole was made with some sort of
In a
dye.
lab.
Like I was like they put green dye in that. I have no idea what this is.
The amount of food that I had never had
Yeah.
before going to NYU. I'd never had sushi. I'd never had ramen.
You'd had like ramen, like top ramen though.
No.
You'd never even had just like 99-cent ramen.
I'd never had ramen. I never had sushi. I'd never had so many, you name it, cuisine, like foreign cuisine. Like I basically just had Mexican. How about this one? If this podcast got a food sponsor,
This is a good question.
what would you want it to be?
What would be a good one?
Like Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Oh, yes. I wanted to say this.
Do you like hot food?
I love spicy food.
Flaming Cheeto was my nickname in high school.
Flaming Hot Cheeto that was one that like the kids that I babysit in New York are like so Whole Foods kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they eat very organic, very clean eating. They did not
They're
have
having the chocolate banana.
They didn't have my childhood, right? It's fun for me to take them to CVS and be like, get whatever you want. The littlest one, Clara, who was my girl, when she was 9, I was like, try them. Yeah, get them. You can try Flaming Hot Cheetos. And I'll never forget, she was eating them. And she's my girl, so she's trying to keep up with me. And I'm like 25 at the time. So she's like eating them. And finally she goes, they're good, but damn, for a 9-year-old, they're pretty hot. And I just remember like pissing, laughing that she was like, damn.
That's
and
so funny.
Watermelon and Sour Patch
Are they hot?
Kids.
I've never had one.
They can get spicy, yeah, by the end of the bag. Because, I'm never saving them. I'm finishing the whole thing. Yeah, I love Flaming Hot Cheetos.
But a Sour Patch Kids would also be a...
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids is another one I put the kids on. My New York
Would you
City
take
kids
that as a
on, too.
sponsor?
Yeah, for sure. That would be so fun for us to do like an ad, sour than sweet. Wouldn't that be fun? Do you hear that? We already have ideas.
Look at the material.
What about you? Give me one. Maybe that'll inspire me.
I think for a restaurant, I would love to be the spokesperson for Shake Shack. Like, I would do that for a lifetime supply of burgers. No payment necessary. For, like, an actual food or, like, a drink, milk.
What, you want like a Got Milk ad?
Yes! Yes! I would love a Got Milk ad. I would love...
Do they exist anymore?
I don't know. Bring them back for me. I would go to a dairy farm. I would go milk the cow. I would like be in my overalls. I would do anything.
We're not interested. I don't want to do this. No.
I would say also Reese's Cups.
Oh, Reese's would be an awesome sponsor. That'd be fun too.
It would be really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I love. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disappointed. I'd hoped that you tried more of the things that I had tried.
Let's try them on camera.
We had a lot less in common than I thought, but trying them on camera would bring me joy and peace, and I could maybe have some forgiveness, yeah.
And I'm going to bring probably one thing that I didn't mention in this episode that I actually want to be my sponsor and my desert island food, Loft House cookies.
What are Loft House cookies again?
They're like, you know those little groceries? They're so controversial. Some people hate them.
What?
They're those little cookies that you buy at like the front of the grocery store that are soft and they have the soft icing on them.
Yes, those are like the best. Okay, on that note, thanks for tuning into The Lost Lore.